Well, I think the leaks were pretty extensive, so I don't think anybody's surprised. It was expected, but Mohamed does not accept it, and we will be appealing immediately. The precise grounds of the appeal won't be known until we've had a chance, the lawyers in Paris, to study the precise reasoning behind Stéphane's decision. Bodyguards were with Henri Paul for 2 hours before he drove that car. Nobody noticed any sign of drunkenness or impairment. The video from the Ritz confirms that he was walking around and talking perfectly normally. We have to remember Trevor Rees-Jones was terribly injured and suffered awful amnesia. This is the first time, 2 years on, that we have heard Trevor Rees-Jones, through his lawyer, claim to have consulted Mohamed Al Fayed about the plans for that night. It is simply not true. I mean, Mohamed's conviction is that there was a conspiracy. I mean, he has a whole history of, knowing Diana and her family. Diana had confided in him that, she feared for her life and this sort of thing. I mean, he believes firmly still that there was a conspiracy and that in some way the presence of the paparazzi and the chase were used as a cover for what happened. We don't know the answers, and this is the problem. I mean, Stéphane may have done 2 years of his investigation, and I'm sure he's tried very hard to establish as much as he can, but he hasn't had access to the American and British intelligence files, which we know exist, and have all the surveillance information on the couple. They were monitored very closely for the last few weeks of their lives. We haven't seen that. We haven't had answers, to who was driving the Fiat Uno, why Henri Paul had carbon monoxide in his blood, ridiculous amount, that he wouldn't have been able to walk if he hadn't, so on. There are all these unanswered questions. Mohamed is a grieving father who wants the answers. He has the resources and the will to get them.
I would think the primary responsibility was with the driver, but the photographers contributed significantly to it.
I'm shocked because I think the decision can't rest on one person. There's one judge that took a decision, and it will never be final. It will never rest.
I think that everybody bears some responsibility, and that it was a very unfortunate accident.